Hello everybody, it's Julia here from the Highly Sensitive Tarot, and I'm here today to do a reading, and I don't really know why I'm here to do a reading, but I felt very strongly all day that I've wanted to do a reading. I did one for myself earlier, thinking that that would sort of scratch the itch, but it didn't. I still feel drawn to do a reading. And I'm shuffling really badly. These cards are huge. These are the four Haxa, the enchanted four Haxa that I've been using recently in my own practice. And while I love them, they are huge. So I'm shuffling them really quite badly, off camera. So yeah, I'm here to do a reading. Like I said, I don't really know why, but I feel inspired, so I'm going to have a go. And as usual, this is a reading for the collective. This is not for an individual. This is not going to resonate for all of you. If something catches your eye in the title or the thumbnail, then maybe there's something here for you. There's a message for you. So I do hope you'll watch and you'll give me some feedback. So I'm trying to remain open. I have no intention for this reading. This is going to be a few cards and we will see what comes. So we have the Knight of Earth. Look at that beautiful card. Just beautiful. We have the Ten of Earth. We have the Five of Earth, which I hope you can see that there's not too much of a glare there. We have the Devil. And we have the Five of Air. Wow. So let's put them under there. So can I get them all on camera? There we go. And then what have we got at the bottom of the deck? We have got the Tower. Well, wow. Blimey. Let's put that up there. So, no wonder this was bursting out of me today. We've got the Devil here and we've got the Tower. We have got Saturn. And we've got Mars, we've got Capricorn, and we've got Aries. Fire and Earth. We've got more Earth, more Earth, more Earth. We've got no cups here, and we've got no wands. So the Five of Earth, a really sad, a really difficult card. This came out for me recently in a reading. This fairy here, in her desperation to pull some food, something from the earth, has just caused all the magic to go wrong, really, and she's manifested all of these wolves that are hunting her. It's quite sad, I think, when you read in the book. But this is Mercury in Taurus. This is quite difficult energy, isn't it? Taurus likes to move more slowly and likes their home pleasures, their indulgences. And then we've got the Knight of Earth, which I believe is Taurus again. The Ten of Earth is Mercury in Virgo. As I said, we've got Saturn here, Capricorn with the Devil, and then we've got the Five of Air, which is Venus in Aquarius. So, and the Tower. We've got the Tower. Wow. The Five of Swords. Difficult energy. What's the struggle here? What's about to happen? What's happened? There's a threat here, isn't there? There feels some kind of menace here, some kind of threat. Something that threatens your security, the foundations of your life. Something that you might have to be quite suddenly facing up to, that maybe somebody has, I want to say, tricked you, maybe even. You may be feeling kind of defeated even at this time. So the Knight of Earth, slow-moving Taurus energy, kind of stagnant. We can see that she's almost sort of grown into the earth, or she's grown out of the earth here. She's kind of rooted to the spot, isn't she? But we also have, following that, the Ten of Earth, which is a beautiful card. It's a card of family and kinship and ancestry and community and networking, you know, being part of something, feeling supported by something. All the other cards are saying here that you're not feeling supported, that you're not feeling part of something, that you're feeling somehow maybe taken advantage of, or at risk of being taken advantage of, at risk of having your peace of mind and your stability, your home, your life, the stability of that to be taken away from you. Now, is this by somebody else, or is this a self-sabotage? Is this something that's coming from within? Difficult to say. I feel that there is some very real struggles here. There's some very real hardships and some very real fears here. But I think that some of it has come about from unhealthy attachments to the wrong things, to the wrong people, investing in the wrong things, investing in the wrong people, trusting the wrong people. I feel that there is something here that needs to be faced. Although this card here is of real hardship, you know, there's snow on the ground is frozen, there's real hardship here. But this fairy, in her desperation and her fear, she's kind of attracted this dark and this negative energy to herself. And I'm wondering if that's kind of playing into the devil here in the Five of Air. Yeah. There's definitely something here that needs to be faced. Or a person that needs to be faced, to be confronted. I think this reading actually is encouraging us to look at our own part in a situation, to look at our own behaviour, to look at our own motivations for the situation that we find ourselves in. You may have been tricked, you may have been deceived. You may have quite willingly gone along with something or somebody believing in a certain outcome, and that hasn't happened. You may have done that blindly, you may have done that unconsciously, you may not have realised where you were headed. But I do think with these fives here that we've got with the devil and with the tower, there is really a very great need here to examine how we have ended up in this situation and see what we can salvage from it and what we can learn from it. This could potentially be quite a big situation for somebody. Like I said, we've got the Five of Earth, the Knight of Earth, and the Ten of Earth. So we've got a lot of earth energy here that revolves around home and family and security, money, and then some kind of deceit, some kind of crisis, some kind of... I'm trying to be careful with my words here, but I mean, the tower is a downfall of some kind, isn't it? It's a crisis. It's something that comes suddenly, sometimes out of nowhere, and just kicks away the foundations of our life. And if you're in the midst of that situation at the moment, that's obviously an awful place to be. But I would strongly suggest examining your own part in this situation, in whatever this is that's happening, how you came to be here, what you can learn from it, and how you can get out of it. And if I was to look for a solution here amongst these cards, I think it would be to look to family, to look to friends, to look to your support network, to look to your community of whatever that looks like to you. That help and that support is there. You are not alone with this, even though it may feel that you are alone. I do feel that for some of you there is a very real risk here of being blindsided by something coming up at you suddenly. That's possible, but also for others this could be something that you've kind of walked headlong into. Do you know what I mean? Like I said with this fairy here, you know, she has made a really difficult situation for herself, but not intentionally, just out of fear, you know, just out of survival, just out of fear. And the same with this card here, the Five of Air. You know, this is a card where you could have quite willingly and quite knowingly gone along with a situation or gone along with what somebody else wanted, whether that be at work or at home. And you could have thought that there was going to be a certain outcome, but actually the other person had something very different in mind. That's entirely possible. But I think, you know, we're all culpable. We're all responsible for our own behaviour. We're all responsible for all of the situations that we find ourselves in. It's very rare that people are completely innocent in any given situation. You know, we can be complicit in so many different ways of our own downfall, you know, whether consciously or unconsciously. You know, we're all full of self-sabotaging behaviours, codependencies on things and people. And perhaps that's what I'm seeing here. I am wondering whether this is some kind of codependency, some kind of relationship, where, you know, and that could be a relationship with work, that could be a relationship with somebody in your family, a partner, a friend, anybody, but somebody that you have, your lives have become entangled in some way or another, and you've continued to do things for reasons other than your higher good, you know, out of fear, just to keep the peace sometimes, just to keep the other person happy because they have things that you want or things that you need. You know, these are not bad things, they're not terrible things, they're just things that happen within all kinds of relationships, aren't they? And I think that that's what's gone on here, really. I don't feel like you are a complete victim of somebody else here. That's what I'm trying to say. It's difficult to find the words, isn't it? I feel that you've kind of walked headlong into this, and that you've known that you've walked headlong into it, but it's been unavoidable in some way or another. And like I said, whatever this is, I think it's really important that you reflect upon this, you reflect upon how it's happened, what your part in it was, how you can mitigate any of the fallout from it or any of the damage from it. I think if possible to look for a win-win situation here, if that is at all possible. I'm not sure that it is. And I think look very much to your family and your support networks, whatever they may be, to get you through this difficult time. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you. And no wonder that was burning inside me today. These are very difficult cards, and I don't know who they are relevant for, who they will resonate for, or if they will even reach the person that they need to resonate for. I don't know. But I'm going to put this out there anyway, and I would appreciate some feedback. So if this is you, big hug. And yeah, I think this is a time to seek out some support. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again.